Hello everyone, I welcome all of you to the community. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about 50 important idioms and phrases for TISSNET. Now, when it comes to TISSNET, we all know how important vocabulary is. And one of the most asked questions from the vocabulary section is based out of idioms and phrases. And well, all of us know that how non-exhaustive this list can be. So we have shortlisted 50 important idioms and phrases here, and I'm going to explain each one of them to you here in the video, and a few of them with the help of a few examples as well. You can keep coming back to this video and keep checking the meaning of the idioms. I'm sure this is going to help you in your preparation for this test. So come, let's begin. The first one, a blessing in disguise. Something that seems unfortunate, but at the end of the day, it turns out to be really, really beneficial. So, her not going to the party was a blessing in disguise because the car she was meant to travel by met with an accident. So, कुछ अच्छे के लिए होना, जो होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, that thing translates into an idiom, a blessing in disguise. A dime a dozen. That means something which is very common. Oh, you bought this bag all the way from Paris. This is being sold by dime a dozen at all these shops in on Linking Road. Action speaks louder than words. So how do you understand this, or what would be the best example? Oh, I do not like to explain or justify myself every time I talk to you. I rather let my actions speak louder than the word. That means what the person does is more important than what or how the person speaks. All in the same boat. So everyone is facing the same situation or problem. Oh, don't worry if you think you're going to fail this paper. We are all in the same boat. That means we are all in the same situation. Bite the bullet. That means to face an unpleasant situation with courage and determination. Oh, when it came to taking the blame for him, she bit the bullet. That means she took it upon herself, but with a lot of courage and determination, and not out of force, but out of choice. Break a leg. Break a leg means wish someone good luck, especially before a performance. Oh, I hope your performance is outstanding. Go break a leg. That means go and perform to your best and wishing the best for that person. Caught between a rock and a hard place. एक तरफ कुआं दूसरी तरफ खाई. So facing a difficult decision with no good options to go to. Cutting corners. So if I have to translate it into Hindi, then kanni katna, that means to do something quickly and without following the process or rules. So don't tell him to complete that work tomorrow. He cuts corners and the work is not done properly. Don't put all your eggs in a basket. It's a very bad idea to have just one source of income. You should always have more sources of income because you should never put all your eggs in the same basket. So don't rely on a single option or resource. Every cloud has a silver lining. So at the end of every dark tunnel, there is a silver lining. That means something positive or hopeful in a difficult situation, and I can wait for it. Don't worry, after all these expenses and the treatment, you have a silver line. Every cloud which has a silver lining, your mom will recover. Fit the bill. That means to be suitable or meet the requirements. We need to close this hiring process because she completely fits the bill. That means she suits this job profile very well. Get the ball rolling. That means to start a project or activity. Let's get the ball rolling and let's start the meeting on a high spirit and a positive note. Hit the nail on the head. That means to be really accurate about something. So with the last point she mentioned, it hit the nail on the head. They understood at once that the opposition was wrong. In a nutshell means in brief. So we do not have so much time. Please explain this to me in a nutshell and leave. It's a piece of cake. That means something which is very easy to do. So you think that it's a big deal that she cracked the deal? Not at all. It was a piece of cake. So it was very easy. Keeping your fingers crossed. So hoping for good luck or positive outcome. I'm keeping my fingers crossed while I wait for my UPSC results this year. Leave no stone unturned. That means explore every option and avenue and leaving nothing that can be a part of your progress. So She left no stone unturned when it came to making arrangements for her parents' anniversary. Let the cat out of the bag. So, see, when you can imagine these things, letting the cat out of the bag, it almost means a revelation. So, to reveal a secret or confidential information. Oh, come on, tell us, when are you getting married? Let the cat out of the bag. So, that kind of reveal the information. Make a long story short, so I will relate it with another idiom that I just discussed a few minutes back in a nutshell. So it is similar to that. Making a long story short means to summarize something. So, to make a long story short, this video on idioms is certainly going to help you save a lot of time. Miss the boat. That means to miss the opportunity. I'm sorry, ma'am, you missed the boat. The last ticket to this movie just got sold. So you missed the boat. That means you missed a seat onto something. Moving on thin ice in a risky situation. So it's no problem. Do not lend her more money. I think she's already on thin ice, not being able to pay back a lot of people out of the blue, unexpectedly or without warning. I don't know. While I was partying at home, where my parents came from out of the blue. They were supposed to return tomorrow night. Played by ear to handle a situation spontaneously or without a plan. So don't worry, once you reach there, we will play it by the ear. I do not believe in pre planning. Put your best foot forward. That means give your best to make a good impression. Make sure you're dressed professionally for the meeting. It is the time that you put your best foot forward. Rome wasn't built in a day. That means things take time to accomplish. Do not expect that you will get a full mark in tomorrow's test. Rome wasn't built in a day, remember? See the light at the end of the tunnel. Wait for something positive to happen. Be hopeful. Don't be so demotivated because you got low marks in this exam. See the light at the end of the tunnel. After every mock, you are improving. Speak of the devil. That means when you were just talking about someone and they appear unexpectedly. So speak of the devil and he arrives. Throw in the towel means to give up or surrender. China has thrown in the towel. It will not be exporting petroleum anymore. Turning a blind eye means pretend to not see something. I hate it when people turn a blind eye to an accident site, up in the air, uncertain or undecided. I don't know whether we are traveling tomorrow morning or not. Everything is up in the air. That means nothing is certain. Walk on eggshells. So eggshells are very, very delicate. So it means to be cautious and delicate in dealing with a sensitive situation or person. She is currently going through a very tough phase. Talking to her means walking on eggshells. When pigs fly, that means something that is highly unlikely or impossible to happen. Oh, you want to become a millionaire and fly in a chartered plane anywhere you go? I'm sure it will happen when pigs fly. You can't judge a book by a cover. That means you can't determine someone's character or talent based on how they look. It would be, since she always wears ethnic clothes, it will be wrong to judge the book by the cover, saying that she is not influenced by the Western culture. Your guess is as good as mine. That means I don't know, just like you. For example, do you know how good that movie is? No, I've not watched it yet. So I guess your guess is as good as mine. A picture is worth 1,000 words. That means an image can convey a complex idea or message more effectively than words. I wouldn't want to write a letter to my parents on their 20th anniversary. I would rather give them a family picture. In fact, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Better late than never. So it's better to do something late than not doing it at all. So it's I don't mind if you come late to the party. Better late than never. All right, don't count your chicken till they hatch. That means don't assume or rely on something before it actually happens. So, unless you are invited by them to speak, do not talk about it to others. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Every dog has its day. That means everyone will have their moment of success or good fortune. Oh, let her show off today. Every dog has its day. Going the extra mile, to put in that extra effort or do more. She is a great friend of mine. She always goes the extra mile to help me and my family. Kill two birds with one stone. So हिंदी में सुना होगा एक तीर से दो निशाने. So to accomplish two objectives with a single action or effort. While she is good at sarcasm, she always makes sure that it is clear to both her authority figures as well as the subordinates what she is trying to convey. It's like killing two birds in one stone. Let sleeping dogs lie. That means do not bring up old conflicts or issues that may cause trouble. I do not want to talk about the fact that talk about the fight that day. Let sleeping dogs lie. No pain, no gain. So success or progress often requires effort and sacrifice. What do you think? You'll be successful in a day? Not at all. You need to keep working hard year after year. No pain, no gain. Put all your eggs in one basket to rely solely on one option or opportunity. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Never let only one person handle all the responsibilities. Rain on someone's parade to spoil or ruin someone's plans or happiness. So when she revealed that she won't be coming to the party last moment, it was like raining on someone's parade because she was expecting her to be there. Scratch the surface. That means just to explore something in a very shallow or superficial way. Her preparation was not enough. She had just scratched the surface when it comes to coins. The early bird catches the worm. That means the person who takes action or arrives first has an advantage. Oh, I get to sit here. This is the best seat, and got it because I arrived early. Well, early bird catches the worm. You're in hot water. That means to be in trouble. Oh God, mom just saw your quant's results. You failed. I'm sure you're in hot water. Try to use these idioms when you're talking to your siblings or when you're talking to your family members next time. To move heaven and earth, that means to try everything possible. My mother moved the heaven and earth to find my lost earring, but I could not find it. To smell a rat, that means to be suspicious. I do not see everything going quite well between the two. Do you think I smell a rat? So being suspicious. Put her foot down, that means to act firmly. When they asked her to do something which was unethical, she sincerely put her foot down, refusing to do any such thing. So, we have already discussed 50 idioms, and you see how easy it is to learn them, use them, and apply them over a period of time. If you know any more idioms or want to know about more such idioms, do let us know in the comments below. All the best.